Welcome to The Explainer. What if I told you your body doesn't just react to what's happening right now, but that it's actually predicting the future? Today, we're going to dive into two incredible systems that your body uses to manage stress and stay healthy, and you'll see that our bodies are way, way smarter than we ever gave them credit for. All right, let's start with a real head-scratcher, a puzzle that's been bugging modern medicine for a long time. Why do so many of us end up with chronic diseases, like high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes, when doctors can't find a single part that's actually broken? This question is exactly what cracks open a whole new way of thinking about our health. So, to even begin to answer that, we have to go back and look at an old idea that has run the show in medicine for more than 100 years. Let's call it the myth of the body's simple set point. For ages, the big idea was something called homeostasis. You've probably heard of it. It's this concept that your body's main job is to keep everything perfectly stable. Your temperature, your blood pressure, all of it, right at a specific fixed number. It's a totally reactive system. Its only job is to notice when something's wrong and fix the error. Okay, so take a look at the diagram on the left here. This is that classic homeostasis model in action. See how it works? You've got a sensor that notices a problem. Say your temperature has drifted from its set point. Then an effector kicks in to correct that error. It's basically a thermostat for your body. Super simple, totally reactive, and for a long time, it seemed like a good enough explanation.
But here's the thing. This is where that whole thermostat idea completely falls apart. When we look at the big health problems we face today, it just doesn't add up. Think about high blood pressure. There's no broken sensor, there's no faulty part. The system is working perfectly, but it's regulating your blood pressure to a new, much higher set point. Why? The old homeostasis model has no good answer for that.
And that failure, that's what leads us to this huge shift in how we understand our own biology. We're moving away from a body that just reacts to a body that actually predicts the future. And this newer, smarter model is called Allostasis. Allostasis just flips that old idea right on its head. It says the goal isn't just to keep things constant, it's to be efficient and ready for what's next. The body finds its stability not by staying the same, but through change. It uses everything it's learned from your past experiences to predict what you're going to need in the future, and it adjusts everything before it even happens. And this picture shows the difference perfectly. Look at the diagram on the right. It looks kind of similar, but notice that powerful new input, prediction. That one word changes everything. This prediction, which is run by the brain, can step in and tell the whole body to get ready for a challenge, basically preventing errors before they ever have a chance to happen. So, if there's one thing to get from this, it's that huge shift. We're going from a reactive thermostat that only fixes things after they break to a predictive, smart system that's always thinking ahead. It's the difference between an old-school thermostat and a smart home that knows you're on your way and gets the temperature just right before you even walk in the door. Okay, so we've talked about the body's high-level predictive manager. Now let's zoom way, way down to the microscopic level and meet the cleanup crew that works inside your cells. This process is called autophagy. Autophagy, it literally means self-eating. Sounds a little weird, right? But it is one of the most fundamental things your body does. A scientist named Christian Diduave coined the term way back in 1963. It's basically your cell's built-in quality control program. They find old, damaged, or junk parts, break them down, and recycle them to keep the cell healthy. And it's a really organized process. First, the cell wraps up all the trash in a special double-layered bag. Then, that little trash bag travels over and merges with the cell's recycling center, the lysosome. Inside, everything gets broken down into its most basic building blocks. And finally, those raw materials get spit back out into the cell, ready to be reused. It's the ultimate cellular renewal program. And this isn't just a minor cleanup job. It is absolutely critical for survival. Autophagy is what helps our cells get through times of starvation by recycling parts for energy. It's what gobbles up invading viruses and bacteria. It's our main repair mechanism for clearing out damaged parts that could lead to disease. It's even key for keeping our muscles healthy when we exercise. And when autophagy goes wrong, well, the consequences are pretty serious. So now we've met these two incredible systems, allostasis, our body's predictive manager, and autophagy, our cellular cleanup crew. So let's put it all together and see how stress, these systems, and getting sick are all connected. The simplest way to think about it is this. Allostasis is the manager, run by the brain, making the big picture decisions based on what it thinks is coming next.
It tells the body when to go on high alert and when it's okay to chill out. Autophagy, that's the cleanup crew on the ground, doing the daily maintenance and repair inside every single one of your cells.
Now, this is where it gets really fascinating. The Allostasis model, as researcher Peter Sterling points out, creates a direct link between our social lives and our health at a cellular level. Things like chronic stress, feeling isolated, or constant uncertainty, these unsatisfactory social interactions can create nonstop signals from our brain telling our body to prepare for a threat that never goes away.
So, when your brain is constantly predicting danger, that allostatic system keeps your whole body in a permanent state of high alert. This causes a ton of wear and tear. All your resources get sent to deal with this constant emergency, and that means vital maintenance programs like autophagy get put on the back burner. The cleanup crew just can't do its job because the manager is always screaming fire.
So the real takeaway here is that understanding allostasis and autophagy gives us a whole new way to look at health. The goal isn't just about fixing parts after they break anymore. It's about changing the very predictions that we ask our bodies to make in the first place. Because true health happens when that predictive manager and that cellular cleanup crew are working together in harmony. Which leaves us with one last question to think about. Every single day, your body is building the future it anticipates. What future are you asking it to prepare for?